according to the Commonwealth's motion filings, they've hired a forensic meteorologist named Rob Gilman. Gilman is WATD's resident meteorologist, and you'll see his live reports each day at 5 a.m, which are also aired throughout the day. His LinkedIn profile says that he's a private meteorologist with over 30 years' experience in media, business, and forecasting for municipalities across southern New England, including the cities of Boston and Worcester, and along with WATD-FM, WRKO, and the Patriot Ledger. Now, so far as I know, when and how much snow fell was never in dispute. We can clearly see in the library footage that there's half an inch of snow on the ground. Moments later, they say, Karen Reid reversed her SUV into John O'Keefe. The Blue Hill Observatory, just 5 miles away, recorded half an inch at around 1 a.m. Nearly all the records that we can find say that around 3 to 4 inches had fallen by 6 a.m. So can this meteorologist explain to us how John's blood got on top of the snow without freezing over 5 hours? Can he explain to us how John's cocktail glass was shattered on top of the snow after 5 hours worth of snow had fallen? Can Gilman explain to us how John's body lay under the snow for 5 whole hours without so much as frostbite to his extremities? These things are all in dispute. The fact that snow fell is not. My guess is they're going to try to use Gilman to prove that Karen couldn't possibly have seen John laying on the lawn when they drove past that morning. Because if their theory's correct, he would have been covered in at least 4 to 5 inches of snow, making it impossible for anybody to see him. They're going to try to say Karen must have known he was there because nobody could see him. However, there is a mountain of other physical evidence, medical evidence, and digital evidence that contradicts the theory that he lay there for 5 hours under the snow. In a more recent filing, the Commonwealth appears to be throwing a tantrum about Karen Reid getting media coverage, during the Super Bowl no less. Oh, the shock and horror. How dare the defendant exercise her rights, under the guidance of her attorneys, to speak to whomever she so pleases. In this filing, the Commonwealth claims that the carpet, which Karen Reid has stored in a temperature-controlled storage unit, is reciprocal discovery that is being withheld. I would argue that the Commonwealth's witnesses, namely detectives, have repeatedly stated that there was no probable cause to search the house, meaning there was nothing of evidentiary value expected to be found in the house. And nowhere in the motion does it clearly state what the evidentiary value is of that carpet. The hope that she may one day in the future be able to test that carpet for any potential evidence does not make it automatically discoverable. The mere fact that it is still untested indicates that the defence does not intend to use it at trial. Automatic discovery only covers evidence that the defence does intend to use at trial. This rule is rooted in the defendant's Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination, which also just happens to be the same doctrine that protects Karen Reid's right to speak to or not speak to whomever she so chooses. Aside of all of that, the investigative efforts of Karen's team is protected under work product doctrine, unless the defence plans to present it as part of their case in chief, i.e. using it at trial. Of course, it does come down to judicial discretion, and if Auntie Bev can screw Karen, she's probably gonna. And there is some key case law that might support a decision to court order the carpet because it's potential forensic evidence. But this is a two-edged sword for the Commonwealth, since the carpet has not yet been tested, and if they were to test it, they may just turn up exculpatory evidence. So, while it might not now be automatically discoverable because the defence does not intend to use it at trial, it may become automatically discoverable the very second the Commonwealth gets their hands on it and does any sort of testing. If the carpet is crucial to resolving a factual dispute, an ethical judge, which clearly we don't have here, may order not just for the disclosure of that evidence, but also for testing to be conducted. Without the judge's order specifically stating that, the prosecution doesn't really have any legal obligation to test the evidence unless it could reveal potentially exculpatory information. And then they have a duty to test or investigate further in order to comply with Brady obligations. So you see, Karen's claim that she's keeping the carpet just in case it has exculpatory evidence, and then the Commonwealth's demand to obtain access to that carpet, knowing that Karen thinks it may contain exculpatory evidence, may indeed put them in a position where they have to test the carpet, thus saving Karen Read thousands of dollars. Well played, Team Read.
Living in a world where we shout. Lockdown, she cries for release. Hopes buried, but she won't cease. Chains clatter against broken dreams. Blood and tears in repressive streams. Struggle burning in her eyes. Justice cries while freedom tries. Free Karen Read, sound the alarm bell. Fight the fight, the race on hell. Free Karen Read, break the chains now. She won't rest till she's free somehow. Crowds gather in the midnight heat. Voices rising in the dirty street. No more silence, freedom's plea. Hands united for Karen's decree. Steel bar shadows, they are home. This fight ain't one she'll do alone. Echoes ring as we lift her name. Victory kiss in the lips of flame. Free Karen Read, sound the alarm bell. Fight the fight, the race on hell. Free Karen Read, break the chains now. She won't rest till she's free somehow. Free Karen Read. Crowds gather in the midnight heat. Voices rising in the dirty street. No more silence, freedom's plea. Hands united for Karen's decree.